Imagine living in a world without electricity, smartphones, or social media. A world where community, simplicity, and tradition are more important than modern convenience. This isn't a fictional story. It's real life for the Amish people.
Rushing forward, they live with less, but find so much in every single day. No need for speed.
But who exactly are they? Where do they come from? And why have they chosen to live outside the modern world? Let's dive deep into the mysterious, fascinating, and often misunderstood world of the Amish. Their origins and history. The Amish trace their roots back to 16th century Europe during the Protestant Reformation. They were originally part of the Anabaptist movement, a radical branch of Christianity that believed in adult baptism, pacifism, and separation from state-run churches. In 1693, a Swiss religious leader named Jakob Amann broke away from other Anabaptists, insisting on a stricter interpretation of their faith. His followers became known as the Amish, named after him. Facing persecution for their beliefs in Switzerland, France, and Germany, many Amish people emigrated to North America in the 1700s, seeking religious freedom. Where are they from and where are they now? Originally from Central Europe, today the majority of Amish live in the United States, particularly in states like Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. A few communities also exist in Canada and South America, especially in Paraguay and Bolivia. But wherever they live, Amish communities remain isolated, holding on tightly to their European roots while creating new identities in rural America. The language of the Amish. The Amish speak a unique blend of languages: Pennsylvania Dutch, or Dietsch, a dialect of German mixed with English influences, their primary language at home. High German, used in religious services and scripture. English, learned in school and used when dealing with non-Amish, called the English. Their trilingual nature keeps their heritage alive while still allowing them to interact with the modern world, when necessary. The religion they follow. The Amish are Christians, part of the Anabaptist tradition. Their religion focuses on non-violence and pacifism, community-based worship, and obedience to God through simple living. They reject church buildings and instead worship in homes, barns, or open fields. Their core belief is that faith should be lived every day, not just on Sundays. They avoid vanity, pride, and anything that might lead to individualism, choosing instead a humble path of devotion and discipline. Their economic system. The Amish are surprisingly economically self-sufficient. They work hard and rarely rely on government aid. Their main sources of income include farming, their traditional foundation, handcrafted goods, furniture, quilts, leatherwork, and baked goods, small businesses, wood shops, construction, blacksmithing, and roadside produce stands. They often avoid modern banking, and many don't carry insurance. Instead, when someone faces hardship, the entire community pitches in, a powerful demonstration of mutual support. How are they governed? Amish communities govern themselves. There is no central Amish authority, but each district is led by a bishop, ministers, and deacons, all unpaid and chosen by the community. Rules are based on the Ordnung, a set of unwritten traditions and expectations that guide behavior. The Ordnung varies from one community to another, but breaking its rules can lead to shunning, a form of social discipline that pressures members to return to the fold. Their unique culture and traditions. Amish culture is built on values like hard work, humility, and family unity. Amish transportation. In a world where cars rush by at 100 kilometers an hour, the Amish travel by a much slower rhythm, one that echoes the clatter of horses' hooves and the creak of wooden wheels. Transportation among the Amish is one of the clearest symbols of their separation from modern life. While the rest of society moves with gasoline and GPS, the Amish move with simplicity, patience, and purpose. No cars, no buses, no planes. The Amish do not drive cars, own motorcycles, or ride public buses or trains. To them, cars represent freedom, pride, and worldly independence, all values that go against their belief in humility and community. They believe that owning a car makes it too easy to leave the community, encourages individualism, and can lead to temptations of the modern world. Horse-drawn buggies. Their main form of transportation is the iconic horse-drawn buggy. Every buggy is handcrafted, usually by local Amish builders. Different communities may have different colors for their buggies: black in Pennsylvania, gray in Ohio, white-topped in Indiana. Buggies are slow, simple, and silent, with no radios, no lights, only lanterns or reflectors at night. Inside, there's often no luxury, just a wooden bench, a soft blanket, and the soft rhythm of hooves guiding the journey. Scooters and bicycles. In some communities, Amish youth and adults use kick scooters or even bicycles, but without gears, electric motors, or flashy designs. The goal is always the same: to get from place to place without inviting pride, competition, or modern dependence. Hiring drivers for essential travel. Interestingly, while they won't drive, the Amish are allowed to hire non-Amish drivers, called Amish taxis, for certain essential trips, medical emergencies, business deliveries, long-distance travel to other Amish settlements. This is done with care and permission, and never for luxury or leisure. Work and deliveries. Amish workers may use modern transport for business, especially in construction or farming. But instead of owning trucks, they'll often ride in someone else's vehicle, use horse wagons or carts, or transport goods with minimal modern involvement. Community cooperation. The Amish people are plain-clothed, often made by hand. Men wear straw hats, suspenders, and beards without mustaches. Women wear bonnets, long dresses, and aprons. They use horse-drawn buggies instead of cars, avoid electricity from the public grid, and forbid television, radios, and internet, believing these things lead to vanity and sin. What makes them unique? Here are some things that make the Amish truly distinct. Rumspringa. At age 16, Amish teenagers are allowed to explore the outside world before choosing to be baptized and commit to Amish life. No electricity. Most reject electricity, phones, and even modern plumbing. Manual labor and simplicity. Their lives revolve around physical work and living simply. These choices are not about rejecting modernity for its own sake, but about protecting spiritual values from outside influences. What do they consider sinful or wrong? The Amish avoid anything they believe leads to pride, vanity, or disobedience to God. This includes owning cars, taking photos, especially of faces, which they believe is prideful, wearing flashy clothes or jewelry, using modern technology excessively. Breaking the ordnung is serious. Those who repeatedly disobey may face shunning, where even family members may limit contact until the person repents. What do they do day to day? Daily life in Amish communities is full of purpose and cooperation. Men typically work on farms, in carpentry, or operate small businesses. Women care for children, cook, sew, and garden. Children attend Amish schools until 8th grade and then learn trades. On Sundays are for worship, singing hymns without instruments, and sharing meals with extended family. Holidays are simple, centered on togetherness, not material gifts. In a world racing toward digital futures, the Amish remind us of something ancient, that peace, family, and purpose might just be found in the past. They are not stuck in time. They've chosen this life, one of humility, discipline, and quiet strength. And in their silent buggies and candlelit homes, perhaps they hear a truth we've forgotten in all our noise. If you found this story inspiring, subscribe to Somsphere for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating people and cultures.